He's a point guard that can dominate a game. He's guiding Olympiacos into life in the fast lane.
Gives it to Rivers to the basket. Aber klar doch, aber klar doch. Da geht die Post ab. Der zählt. Der ist unheimlich.
David Rivers was raised along with his 13 brothers and sisters in the Marion Gardens housing project in New Jersey. Growing up in the hood was rough, but Rivers kept his eye on the prize. By working odd jobs, he was able to pay for his tuition. His coach Bob Hurley recalls.
We tell a story regularly about Dave in high school on Saturdays not always having the money for bus fare to get to practice, and that he just put on running shoes and his sweats and he would run 3 miles to practice. He was about the most exciting player we've ever had in our school. For the 3 years he played on the varsity team, we won 3 state titles. And the college coaches who were recruiting one of my players at the time started to get to the JV games early to watch Dave play.
College soon followed, and Rivers found himself on the starting 5 at Notre Dame. As a freshman, Coach Digger Phelps said the game belongs to him. As a junior, he was involved in a near-fatal car accident and ended up in intensive care with severe stomach lacerations. In just 15 weeks, he was back and in time was named an All-American.
4 and 5 years old, I always knew I would be an NBA player, a professional player. I learned a lot from, playing with Magic Johnson. His poise and his focus was always maintained, and I think that's the key to a great player.
Following his stint with the Lakers, the first-round draft pick found himself traded to the Clippers.
I thought my career was definitely going to last a little longer in the NBA, but that's another story.
I just felt that the NBA situation for him, he just never got to the right team. And that somewhere along the line there, he got a bad rap in the NBA that was seen to me to be totally unfounded. And we're so happy that he's able to find himself professionally in Europe.
Rivers' first stop on the continent was the French club Antibes.
À l'arrivée, le titre de meilleur joueur étranger lui est revenu, et c'est logique. David Rivers, qu'il reste à Antibes ou qu'il retourne au NBA, aura de toute façon marqué le basket français de son génie.
His unique, fast-paced style quickly made him one of the focal points of the European scene. Rivers is a proud man whose dignity is reflected in his get-the-job-done style. You won't see this dude bumping and trash-talking. His ability as a point guard to control and read a game inspired his teammate to a national title. He'd grown used to Europe, although nothing could prepare him for Greece.
Life in Greece is fantastic, first of all. The people are very warm. The most passionate group of people I've seen. They really support their basketball.
Olympiacos is a major force in European basketball, and the fans were initially wary of this 6-foot point guard. And though his importance may not have been instantly noticed by fans, his teammates definitely took note.
He brings great things to a team for Olympiacos because he's quick, his agility is so great, and he does things on the floor that you just doesn't see in Europe.
If his teammates showed respect for his talent, the guards that he had to mark did even more.
Rivers is a very good player. He can change something in the game.
Okay, David Rivers is one of the best point guards in Europe, and our philosophy is try to deny him the ball as much as we can.
You see, the Greek style is over the top. Success rolls in on a wave of adrenaline, but the Greek teams also can be submerged in emotion, drowning on sloppy, undisciplined play.
I think I can bring some calm during the midst of a storm with this team. They have had trouble in the playoffs, but I think I can neutralize that, being the kind of player that I am.
Everybody has a role model to look towards for inspiration. David Rivers is no exception.
I would have to say Julius Erving. From on my desire to become a great athlete, and meeting the other great ones along the way, you know, was just you know, part of the lesson in becoming the kind of player that I am.
Sbaglia il tiro da fuori, lasciato il contropiede dell'Olympiacos, Ντεϊβιντ Ριβερς!